So what's going on, guys? How we doing out there? TGIF. All right, I'll start with the apologies. Sorry I missed last week. For anyone that actually wanted to watch, there might be one of you out there somewhere. Yeah, I got wrapped up in the whole Thanksgiving holiday, family, all that kind of stuff, and just screwed up. So sorry about the lack notification until the last minute. I mean, it was literally at the 3 o'clock mark when I realized, and I just went, oh, there's no way. So I just tossed on Discord for those of you that are on my Discord channel, which hopefully are all you guys. If not, link is right there on below if you're watching on Twitch. So definitely join me on Discord, and you can yell at me for being a total slacker. But anyways, for those of you in the US, hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. For everyone else, I hope you had a nice week. Anyways, what's going on with you guys? It is weekend time yet again, and I made some good headway. Made myself a teaser trailer, which I guess I'll show off at some point here when a few of you guys come by and say hello. Let me know that actually somebody's out there and doing more than just lurking. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Short and sweet. Only about 40 seconds, but it definitely sort of sets the tone. And anyone that's a Star Trek fan will actually pick up on all the references and homage kind of thing. But yeah, so last time I was with you guys a couple weeks ago, I was in the process of trying to set up the ape. Done all that. Oh yeah, I started to do some of the animation. Basically finished all that and got it, as far as I can tell, I think I got it fully integrated. What you're saying here is the vines, right? Because in the jungle scenario, he's trees, and we have these little thorny vines. And I did an earlier version as a test, and it turned out great, except for the fact that I wasn't really paying attention when I set it up. And as a result, I kind of set the vine kind of upside down. And at first it didn't bug me, but the more I looked at it, the more it did. So what I've done is I've actually made... hello. There it goes. So I've made little variations here in terms of length. Right, so that'll be customizable in terms of you drop it down. But yeah, I gotta set all that up again. I'll show you, because what I want to do is add like a little pulsing effect. And at first I looked at just sort of like 2D sprite kind of effect things, and in the end I just said, yeah, forget it. And I just went back to Maya and just let Maya do it as an animation, which I'll show here in a second. So yeah, let's jump in. I'll show you what the latest and greatest looks like. Let's fire this up. Alright, and after Unity thinks about it for 20 minutes, hey, look at that. Alright, so let me load up this test level there. So everything drops in place, and right now he's kind of hanging in what looks like thin air, but as soon as I actually load the level, you'll see him actually hanging on the wall. Yeah, so as you can see, it's kind of cool, the vines. The key thing here is I just wanted, Daniel, my artist, did a fantastic job with the coloration, kind of suggests threatening, but... I want to add the pulse just that way it draws your attention as well, right? So visually you pick up on the fact that, oh, that thing's moving, and oh, that's bad news. So steer clear of that. So that was the idea there. Let me switch back here. There you go. So yeah, and of course then we have like the little Venus flytrap type creature thing. I think I showed that a while back where I'd done the animation and the idols and the attack, but in theory it's all pretty much integrated. Actually, I'm not sure why he's floating a little bit. I might have to redo the animation there, because he's definitely up a little more than I want him to be. Excuse me. So I just noticed that. I'm not sure why I missed that before. But when he runs, he looks grounded. But here, yeah, there's definitely a little floaty above the ground. So we'll have to fix that. Alright, but if we fire this up, so the idea of it is if you're ever like... excuse me, if you're ever outside of that region, right, remember all these levels kind of modular by nature, right? So if you're outside that region, right, I don't want the ape to follow, because I don't want a situation where you get like a fleet of apes, because it's going to kill the performance potentially, especially on mobile, but also it's going to make the game basically impossible, because you're just going to get destroyed by these apes. If there's multiple ones running around, yeah, you're doomed. So what I've done is, the idea is that if you go outside the realm, above or below, then he just plants it, and he just kind of hangs out, right? You see he's just kind of relaxing, waiting for something to happen. So if I come up in here, he's going to come to life. There he goes, right? And if he jumps into the plant, there you go. He gets tied up by the plant, but briefly, right? So there's a brief moment where you can have an opportunity to squish him. right? But you got to do it, and it's only like a second that I give you, right? So you have to be really nearby, and if you miss, then he just kind of shrugs it off, right? And of course, he'll do damage on me, right? Doesn't swallow me whole or anything, but yeah, it just does the damage. All right, so I'll show this. Let me get in the. Oh shoot, here he goes. Boom, there he goes, and it just chomps, swallows him whole. And in the normal gameplay, it would actually spit out gems at that point. And I'm gonna be really generous with the gems for this one, just because it's gonna be a challenge to get in the right place at the right time to make sure you can actually squish him. So yeah, so, and of course, yeah, boom, like that, and then all these things are rigged up, so if you come across them, boom, you're gonna do damage. Yep. So, yeah, so you do damage. Oh, and the other thing I was gonna show you too is, so yeah, so if he goes into the plant, the ape just gets eaten if you hit him on the head. But another thing I also set up is the idea that the vines, for him, right, for the Tribble, it just does damage outright. For him, he'll do a tippy toe, and it's kind of like a cool way of giving you an opportunity to sort of like sneak ahead, right? You know, if he's getting chased by him. So, do this. There you go. Load level. Fire it up. Tell you what, I'll swing around here. Let him hit me. There he goes. Boom. See? There's that little tippy toe motion. Right? And as you can see, once again, the idea is that he checks your position, right? And if you're not moving, right? And if he hits a waypoint more than once, that indicates that he's ping-ponging, right? He's just going back and forth. And if he does that and you haven't moved, right, any like this box range, then he'll just plant and wait for you, right? There's no reason for him to just kind of keep going like this endlessly. It looks kind of stupid. So I think it looks kind of cool if he just kind of hangs out and kind of goes, yeah, I'll wait you out, right? And as soon as you start moving, he comes back to life, and he's chasing you again. So, there he goes, gets eaten. Oh, shoot. Look at that. There's a bug. Why did he not finish and go back? Hey, look at that. So, I thought I had all the bugs squished. That's what I've been working on for the last couple of days, is all the edge cases, all the ways to break it. And I thought I had a handle on it, but if we look at this, he didn't open back up, which means that I missed something. All right, so let's figure out what I missed here. Let's go open these guys up again. Yeah, so it still shows as attacking. Animator. Why is it not? There it is. Alright. Struggle. So we finished struggle. So that's interesting. Why didn't he not... Oops, sorry. Bumped the mic there. So why did he not finish off? He should be getting an indicator from the ape that he got eaten, and the ape disappeared. Right? So, invoke. So, yeah, getting eaten by plant. So let's... Let's see. Send message. Eat ape. Right? Plant trap. Excuse me. So crossfade in it. Eat ape. Alright. So then he does that. Alright. And then I think I have an animation event at that point after it finishes playing that. Animation. Eat ape. Oh, it's read only. Okay. Ah! It won't let me move it over. There. Okay, so Eat Ape didn't get fired. Okay, because Eat Ape defaults back into post attack, so it just goes back into that same position. But for some reason, I don't know why. Let's see. Ape, we got here. He got eaten. Excuse me. So it's almost like, so when the eaten animation finishes, it fires this off and turns himself off. And it's almost like this maybe got fired before it got the send message off, which might be possible. I mean, send message, you're at the mercy of it just sort of doing it when it does it, I guess, right? So let's see. Let me double check that too. So if I come back to my ape, he's all, so if I just do this, yeah, no, he's stopped. Okay, interesting. So I think I'm in a racing situation there where I think he's just disappearing. What I could do is just scale him down to like nothing, right? My big thing is that, excuse me, the reason I'm turning him off is because I don't want the mouth to be open and you still see the ape sitting inside there. So I want to try and hide that. And just turning him off seemed like the right move, but if turning him off beats the send message to the plant to open stuff back up, then maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just do a thing where he just all colliders get turned off, so he can't be hit again. That is the case, I think. Let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, okay. So head collider, because what I do is he has two sets of colliders, right? He has the whole body colliders, right? And then he has that's used to find edges, and also when he hits the objects like us. And then I do another one where I turn all those off when he's been eaten by the plant. He's struggling in there, and I just turn on the head, right? So that way I know for sure if the player hits that collider box, then he's pushing the ape into the plant. So that's this guy, head collider object, and that's getting turned off. So at that point, he has no colliders on him. So there's nothing that anyone could bump into. So, so what I'll do here is, how about this? My controller transform, not local scale, equals new vector 3, and I'll just, you know what, forget that. I'm going to go hardcore. Vector 3, 0. There. I'm going to shrink them down to literally 0. Nothing. And then void disable self. Like that. And then we'll do this. Right? And then what we'll do is we'll fire that off after like 1 second. It's good that I came across that. I'd rather find that now than when I've released this for testing, or God forbid I've released that in the wild and it does this. So disable self. So there. So it'll sit there and be shrunk down to nothing for a full second, and then it'll turn itself off. Alright. So in theory we should not be able to replicate that again, if that was the cause. Because I'm not sure what else would have done that. So come here, buddy. Boom. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, I can do it like a million times and hopefully it doesn't happen again, but or did I do it? Let's see. I'm trying to think back. Let's load this up again. Let's see. Oop, I took damage myself. Yeah, that kind of, it was ugly, but it worked. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll chalk that up, because I'm not sure how to definitively trigger that again, because that was just a one-off. So I don't know how to replicate that, aside from just playing it a million times, like I said. So I guess we'll kind of treat it like that does fix the issue until I find otherwise. So, okay. Anyways, so that was the key thing, just a little show and tell, and to find a bug. But, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I had that were issues, right? From him, because I'm cheating the whole movement of the ape, right? He basically has no detection with the ground whatsoever. All he detects are these edges, right? Which I now have visible at the moment, right? And then for anyone that cares, actually, I'm using still the underground tile set. I'm going to swap that out, of course, in the future for the tree kind of stuff. That'll come later. But he's actually he's going to hit the edge, and that's what triggers him, right? And, oh yeah, I was going to show that. So what I was doing originally was I was sort of like rolling my own in terms of pathfinding, right? So he would hit this, and then he would look and find out where the player is, and then this would actually feed him which ways it could go. This one would actually tell what connected waypoints there were, and it would try and adjust itself and go that. So it just went from spot to spot, right? And, excuse me, and it would have a situation where it could immediately get stuck, right? If it was on the same level, it couldn't come down to here, right? If it didn't see you on a nearing kind of vertical level, then he would just kind of shut down. So I finally bit the bullet and realized I had to do some proper waypoint stuff, and I found a really nice plugin for $10, and I'm going to plug away on this guy because I'm really impressed with it. Paid $10 for this thing called Graphway, and it is a really simple but effective way to implement waypoints with A-Star. And it'll just do it. I mean, it's nice because it kind of hides all that kind of stuff. You just kind of submit the request, and it returns it and says, okay, hey, here's the path if it finds it. And it's just really, really nice. You can either do it in the editor, like I'm doing it here, or you can even do it at runtime and add, additional or subtract additional waypoints dynamically at runtime, which is pretty slick. So gave him a big thumbs up, gave him a nice little 5-star review. So implemented that, and as a result, now he's able to, like, if I hide down here, right? I'll let it fire it up again. So play level. So if I took this guy, I'm going to hang down here so he doesn't actually start running. But if I go right here, when I had my own waypoint system, he would basically just kind of like come to here and get stuck, right? And couldn't figure out any way to go, right? So now with this one though, right, boom, right, he'll jump all the way down. The reason he bypassed, this one is because I literally excluded this one. What I'm thinking of here is sort of like almost having like, there's like tag, right, where you have like a base, So I want to have like these one square ones that he is not able to get to, right? And I figure what I do is indicate that with some kind of graphic tile, right, that indicates if you sit on this one, he's not going to reach you, right? That's sort of like a little safe spot. And you can see at this point, he kind of keeps, as I talked about before, he does the waypoint check, right? And once he hit the same waypoint second time, and I haven't moved, right, there's this box, this is invisible box, right? If I'm in that area and I haven't moved out of that area, then he's just going to consider me just stuck, and he's going to sit down. But you can see what happens every time is that, the plant goes, it breaks free, the plant goes in wounded, and then it recovers, and then it checks him, and he goes, oh, hey, you're in range, and it just grabs him. So, squish him. There he goes. So, yeah, working pretty well now. A lot of pulling hair out over the last few days to get all that plugged in, but I think at this point it's behaving pretty nicely. So, pretty happy with that. All right. So, as I was mentioning too, the reason I'm going to go back and revisit the vines is because you see the graphic highlight. I did it as a quick test, and I really didn't pay attention, obviously. So if you see the highlight is actually down below, as if it was getting lit from below us, right? Which is wrong. At this point he's in the jungle, which means that we're seeing sunlight, which means that highlight, that specular highlight, should actually be on the upper part of the vine, not the lower part. So as much as I like this, I'm going to have to back up and start over again. So that's kind of where I was going to start today, since I've talked enough. The there you go. So I have like these little piecemeal. Let me find, where is it? Yeah. So I have these little sections, right? And originally I was thinking about doing it dynamically, right? But the catch there is that I don't think it really works that well in terms of, you know, if I try and put these together dynamically at runtime, it leaves kind of edges, and it looks very blocky, right? It looks very, very segmented. And in terms of like doing that pulse kind of motion, that's not going to work for these guys because they're kind of separate entities, and the bones won't necessarily blend over. So that's why I kind of bit the bullet and decided to just make versions, right? So I have like this covers 1, 2, 3, and 4 links, right? And if you want more than 4 links to drop a vine in, you're gonna have to just use multiple, I guess. Excuse me, because I mean this fits nicely, and I don't want to get too carried away. So, and then if we come back in here, let me minimize that. Yeah, and there you go. You can see there's the animation, right? And you can just see him. That's kind of ugly. He just kind of briefly kind of like spreads out and then just gets chomped. It's not really pretty animation, but because it's literally just those 2 frames, the 3 frames you actually see him exposed, I wasn't too worried about if that looks pretty. I was more interested in making sure the vine motion looked kind of interesting. So, combination of like chewing and just kind of smacking together, right? To indicate that he's getting ingested. Alright, so open scene, and let's take a look at the vine that I did before. I think I call it vine posed. Yeah, there you go. And if we go, let's see, shading X-ray joints, you're not really seeing them that well. I guess I got them too scaled down. But yeah, they're a little hard to see, but it makes it a little bit better. So yeah, all I'm doing is I just set this array of, hey, Merlin, hello, quickly popping by to say hello, hi before going to sleep. Merlin, man, thanks for coming by, man. It's been a while. Good to see you. Cool, man. Yeah, how things with you? Before you go to sleep, of course. Still plugging away myself, trying to do assets and animation for the 3rd of 4 worlds, so I'm actually making some decent headway. It has indeed been a while. There you go. Here you go. Before you head out, check this out. I'll show you my teaser trailer. How about that? If you're still here, let's see. Whoop. Wait. There he goes. All right, let me mute my music here for a second. There you go. So, if you know Star Trek, you'll get a kick out of this. But, so this is my teaser trailer that I just finished putting together. Just threw up on YouTube recently. So, here you go. I'll shut up for a second and let this play.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship. Wait, is that a Tribble? On my ship!
There you go. It's a teaser. So, I mean, it's not showing much of gameplay, but if you watch on YouTube, thanks. So if you watch on YouTube, then it comes up with like a link in the side of the window that allows you to click on the gameplay. So if you're curious, kind of go, oh, that's interesting, but what does the game look like? Click on the link, boom, you can watch the gameplay. Excuse me. But yeah, the key thing was just sort of like tie into the whole mystique of the original Star Trek series, right? And just kind of fire that up, and then sort of like have expectations and then kind of swap it out. It's kind of like, whoa, so anyone that's a Star Trek fan is going to chuckle because they're going to look at it and kind of go, oh, okay, that's cute. I like that. Last thing you want on your ship is a Tribble because, your food goes bye-bye. But yeah, so you get a taste of the music too. That's being supplied by Jeremy, very talented musician who's doing some great stuff for me. And he's going to do a bunch of different tracks. I think you've heard a couple of it too. One or two have dropped into the gameplay. So yeah, it's coming along really nicely. So there you go, Merlin. glad you got a chance to see that. Yeah, and of course it states, it's going to be released on, I talked about before, but thanks for the info too. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, mobile, PC, and at this point I've formally announced the fact that it's going to be coming out on Xbox as well. I got their blessing. Excuse me. Nintendo, they still haven't responded. It's been 4 months since I submitted, and I got the email kind of going, we're reviewing it. We'll let you know in 4 weeks. Weeks would feel like months. So I finally actually broke down and tossed them another email kind of going, hey guys, pissed off the pot, come on, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, either way, let me know. Been good, by the way. I have been working for 3 months now. Nice. I hope I can jump more often in the middle of the night to say hi. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Good to see you again. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this for a couple more weeks, but in January, I have picked up some freelance animation work, so it looks like I will be heading back to LA to work on an animation gig for about a month. So, and unfortunately, anyone that's a hardcore watcher of me, which is nobody, would know that, David, my buddy who had Blue Screen Gaming, unfortunately shut that place down. So I don't really have a resource for trying to stream this thing, right, while I'm in LA. So unless I come up with a plan B, unfortunately, while I'm doing the animation work in LA, I'm probably not going to be able to actually do my stream. So I might disappear for, a little over a month, which, sucks, unless I can find an alternative. I don't know. We'll see if I can come up with something. Yeah. But, I'm here, for at least a couple more weeks. There you go. There you go. Keep Penny happy. Let's see how you do. Oh, no, right into the ground. Ooh, sorry, buddy. That was a miss. Well, at least you don't go to negative numbers. Actually, when I first wrote it, I kind of screwed it up. and it had you getting negative points. That is awesome. Thanks. Yeah, that was just a goofy idea because every time I finish the stream here, I go in the backyard and throw the disc for real for her. And I just thought it'd be kind of funny to do almost like a little Laserdisc type game. Since I had that ability to, I created a blackjack kind of plugin for Twitch, and just the lag made it kind of unusable. But then I had this idea, and it's kind of like, oh, that'd be kind of fun. So, yeah, and you can see I don't know if you noticed the scores, but there's a few guys out there that are just absolutely hardcore on this. Hamabub and a couple other guys that are just they keep playing it like crazy, But yeah, I had that up for about a month or so now, but yeah, thanks. As I mentioned before, talked about it when I was making it. It took a whole day just to shoot all the content and actually edit it all into the proper scale, and half a day to actually do the Unity version and get it integrated into Twitch. So ironically, that was the easy part. So anyways, there you go, man. So let me put my music back on. There we go. Got the tunes kicking again. All right. So yeah, I'm happy with this, right? So all I'm doing is let me bring up my animation here. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm just doing a scale trick, right? Just like that, right? Just, boom. So it's just doing a little pulse, right? And then what I do is I just offset each one like that. Gonna go now. I see you. Yeah, Merlin, buddy, thanks for coming by, man. Good to see you again. Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and I hope you can make back soon. But yeah, congrats on the busy work too. It's it's a pain, but it's also a good thing, right? Actually, how did I break that? So, all right, man. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Nope. Let's get him unified again. There it goes. All right. So yeah, all I'm doing is just doing this little pulse move, right, on the scale, right? A little fluctuating pulse move, and I'm just doing an offset all the way down the bones. So then you get this nice little boom, boom, boom. And I'll show you right frame or shaded. There you go. So pretty simple, right? Just basically a polygon sliced up, which I'm going to be doing again because idiot me was doing this so quick, wasn't focusing on the fact that my highlight is on the underbelly when it should be on the top. So, oops. So let's fix that. And it kind of sucks the fact that I have no way of swapping out, You know what? Actually, it doesn't matter because I changed the pose anyways. I was going to say I can't swap out the geometry like I can in Lightwave, but it doesn't really matter because I actually changed the shape. So I'm going to just shut up on that. The other thing I did too was that I made this as a single image texture rather than doing a tile, an atlas tile like I've done now. So, you know, now I have just like this will cover 1 tile space, 2, 3, and 4. So what we're going to do now is let's bounce over into Lightwave and start slicing this buddy up into separate pieces. And what I'll do first is actually load up the version I currently have, so that way I can kind of make sure that the scale's in the same general vicinity. So let's go. Let's see. We have Ape Glamour. It should be Jungle Vines. I think Pose is what I called it. Yeah. All right. Good. So then what I'll do is I'll probably let's just do it this way. Let's go backdrop here. Oops. And we'll load up the new image. And let me make sure I got a PNG version. Lightwave likes PNG best. And just call it Vines. That's good enough. Alright. One sec here. Alright. Sorry, just trying to fix a little technical thing here. Okay. Oh, bump the mic. I'm so unprofessional. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's get our image from Jungle. Vines PNG. Alright. So then what I'll do here is I'll scale this. Start with 15. That gets close. Image editor. What I do is I drop it to just alpha only, so it's easier to see what's going on here. Hey! Kodao? Did I pronounce that correctly? Kodao. Hey, thanks for the follow there, buddy. Appreciate that. Thanks, man. Welcome. Kodao, thanks, man. How's it going, buddy? How you doing, man? Happy weekend. Let's see. And that is... that's 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's the proper scale. So I think that's about right. So I think 15 is okay. Alright. Kodao. Welcome, buddy. Don't know if you got to see much of the game before, but tell you what, I haven't done a little show on that lately, so let me do that. Let's go over here to scenes. Underground. Alright, so in case you missed the spiel, which you might have, the gist of it is basically I'm making the world's first video game starring Tribbles from Star Trek. And if you don't know what a Tribble is, that just means that you're not old like me. They actually came from the original Star Trek series. Here, I bring this up. There you go. So these little furry guys, right? So basically I have a license to use the Tribbles and also a thing called Glommers, which came out of the animated Star Trek series, created by the author David Gerald. So I have license to use Tribbles, the likeness and name, and Glommers, likeness and name. And that's it, unfortunately, from my license. I don't get to use Kirk, I don't get to use Enterprise, that kind of stuff. But, you know, I got Tribbles, which is good. So the idea, if you know anything about Tribbles, they're cute little furry creatures, but they eat all the food they can find. And this little guy got caught on a ship doing just that, right? And as punishment, the captain, in fit of rage, beamed him into the center of a planet, whose molten core is actually rising. You see the lava down below, right? So you play as the Tribble, and you're trying to climb your way up to safety. And the little orange guy here, as I mentioned, that is a Glommer, created in the animated Star Trek series. They were genetically engineered by Klingons to do one thing, and that is to eat Tribbles. So, there you go. And you can see, in terms of gameplay mechanics, they're similar to sort of like Spelunky's Super Meat Boy, Downwell. That kind of gameplay mechanic is what I'm shooting for. So you can wall hang, you can double jump, that kind of goodness, right? Key factors, you're actually kind of going up. You're trying to climb your way up and out, right? But you can do this, and then you can jump up, squish. Whoops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I broke something. Uh-oh. On my tinkering, I done broke something. Let's see, did I get a air out of that? No, I didn't. Oh, shoot. What did I break? Oh, because I called these enemies, didn't I? Yeah, I gotta fix that. Oh. Yeah, I was doing some tinkering under the hood. And, let's see, enemy charging, default. Really? How did it get... That's interesting. He, like, lost his tag. Not sure how that happened, but... Alright, so I've been working on the level editor, right? And making adjustments, and apparently I done broke something. So, let's go into our prefabs and find out what we broke. Come back into Glommer. Alright, so let's just start with this. Let's just assign him as a Glommer. He's going to take forever. So he does all the different iterations and scenes. Alright. Alright, let's see if that fixed things. Let me find a Glommer here. Let's see if I can squish him. Come on, give me a Glommer. Of course. There's never a Glommer when you need one. Jeez, come on, buddy. There he goes. Alright, let's see if I... Whoa! Oh, crap. Okay, I know what I did there. Because I actually assigned his collider box, which is targeting the player, and assigned everything to the name Glommer, which was a mistake. So let me see if I can just undo that. Good, I can. Cool. So let me undo that. And I tell you what, I'm going to turn off the autosave because I'm going to do a couple of these. So if I just go all the way down from that point on and call that Glommer like that. Alright, that should address it. So in this case, yeah, let me turn the autosave back on. I'm not sure why I don't have the layers set to enemy. So I'm going to do that too. Ah, I should have done that in that group, but oh well. One more update. Enemies. Yes. Change children as well. Give it a second. Salute. Alright. Yeah, so what happened is I have this little collider box. That's my methodology. Rather than using ray trace, I just have this giant thin collider box, and if the player strikes that, that's in the range of the Glommer, and he'll make a charge towards you in that direction. And because I inadvertently set that, I just stupidly set that one to the Glommer as well in terms of his tag, then that sort of inferred that the player just landed on top of the Glommer, which is not what it should have been. So let's see if we got that fixed now. Good, he's right there. We'll find out fast enough. Squish. There it is. Fixed. We like the quick fixes. Those are always good. The cans that have QTC on them, quadriturgicale, if you know Star Trek, that's the wheat that he likes to eat. And what happens is in an introductory video, you'll see that the Tribble gets beamed down while he's in the pile of the stuff, so all of it gets beamed down with him. And the idea is you collect 10 cans, you get a bit of health back. Boom. And the gems, they come into play later on. You can actually use those to replenish your health or to secure a power-up feature, which I've not implemented yet. I still got to plug in the power-ups. Oh, trying to get that without hitting the lava there. Come here, buddy. Squish. There he goes. So, and I'm going to have two sets of levels. These are the sort of like the easier style levels. Not as punishing. More of a slightly casual play. But for the hardcore arcade type gamer, excuse me, there's the same structured levels, but there's going to be a lot more difficulty to it. So, hidden areas. That'll take you to these bonus rooms. And in the bonus rooms, you can collect a bunch of gems, but you got to do it fast because the screen will shake here. There you go. And that means that the lava is going to start rising on me. See that? So, I got to get up here and get myself, boom, back. Like so. So, that's the general idea. Let's see if I can make it up. So each one of these is like little modular sections, and it slaps together 8 of them to make the full level. Oh, I just took damage there. That was clumsy. Come here. Oh, I missed him. Got him. And if you make it to the top, that's when you can actually get to where you can actually, sort of like the little quasi store, you know, where you can change. Oops. There you go. Yeah, you can power yourself up, get the power ups, or get the health. Oh, that's a glitch. I don't know if that was a quick thing there, but one of those things I gotta clean up. Right now it's just a graphic glitch. It doesn't affect the gameplay, but it looks bad that the tile doesn't actually cover the whole area. It just sort of stops there. That's just a relic for when I was actually tweaking the level and just forgot to clean that part up. Alright, hey, got my health back up. And almost to the top here. Boom. There it goes. Alright. So this would be the top of the level, of course, at this point, right? And then it can boost my health, but I'm already at max, so it just laughs at me and kind of goes, there's nothing to fix, right? And this, I talked about it before, but I separated originally. I had the idea of making like one idea that you could be fireproof and then one that protects you from attacks, but I thought that's too convoluted. So I'm going to combine those into just invincibility and then a sonic attack, right? I'm going to add that as well so you can knock out or at least disable a bad guy and then boom, you can actually go on to the next level. And let's see, do I have... Oh yeah, it defaults to the level editor because that's all I have loaded at the moment, so oops. Alright, so that is the game. Let me switch back to my level editor. Speaking of scenes, level editor. Yeah, let me save that in case I did make some changes there. Yeah. Alright, so what I was working on today is these vines. This is, when you progress, you start off in the underground. You get your way out of the underground, you progress into a canyon with sandworms, which I've worked on before, and now I'm working currently on the third of 4 environments, which is the jungle, and did a ton of work since my last stream 2 weeks ago, finishing up all the animation and then integrating them. And I did find one bug earlier today, but I think I've nipped that one in the bud. So in the jungle level, you have this ape that'll be chasing around like crazy, boom, and then if he gets in the Venus flytrap thing, it'll like catch him, but briefly, so to give you a chance to get away from him if you want. But you can squish him, but you have to do it like really quick because he breaks free pretty fast there. See if I can get him to come back down. There he goes. All right, let's squish him here. Boom. There he goes, and he gets eaten like that. And that'll score you some big gems too, which they're not popping up in the level editor, but in the actual gameplay they'll pop up. So anyways, at this point I'm working on these vines because I kind of mucked them up and flipped them, and you can see the highlight is on the underside. So there you go, which brings us back to where I was. So there we go, and I was trying to make sure I had the scale set nicely for that, so that's pretty good. So tell you what, we'll Control S vines, cause all vines 01. And then this guy can pretty much go bye-bye. Like so. Alright. So now we have our scaling set the way we want it to. And let's start actually building this out. You know what? Let me change one thing. It doesn't really matter, but it always kind of bugs me. You can see the aliasing there. So I'm going to jack this up to 1024. There, and blend the edges. Just makes it a little easier to look at. Alright. So we'll create ourselves a box. Like so. And for those of you that are young, I'm using an ancient old program that we used a million years ago called Lightwave 3D. Best known for probably for the movie Titanic, directed by James Cameron, which is a movie that your parents liked. Yeah, it was used to actually make the ship Titanic, the CG back in the day. So Lightwave was an absolutely fantastic program a million years ago. Unfortunately, it never quite kept up in terms of development, not nearly as well as Autodesk did. So at this point, it's kind of relegated to history. It's still alive and kicking, but it's definitely lost its grip. I mean, 20 years I've been working in Hollywood doing animation stuff, and yeah, back in the day, man, it was the tool, but this point, I don't know of a house that uses it seriously at this point. You know what? I'm going to undo this because I want to find out exactly how many... I liked the way it pulsed, so I'm going to double check how many... let's see. Don't want all vines. I want pose. Yeah, so I'm going to check out this poly count here and kind of follow suit with this. So just kind of go all the way across like so. And that was 22. Okay, good to know. So we'll close that out. Close object. Let's go back. All right. So we'll create the box again. Like so. And to number, and we'll make it, oops, 11 segments. Where's my segments? Not 14, but 22. There. All right. We're good there. Kind of tighten it up just a little bit. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to tighten up into the spikes because I'm going to actually add little additional ones for that. So, there we go. Okay. So, now, let's see. Before I was doing it by actually rotating, and I think I'm going to do that again. I was thinking about just kind of rising them up and down, but no, I think I'm going to do the rotation. So at this point, I think it's pretty good just being straight, because this is pretty straight ahead. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Why am I not selecting polygons? Okay, nobody selected. Really? Oh, maybe that's why. Yep, because I had the normals reversed. So, tell you what we'll do. We'll take this bad boy, kind of pose him like this. Have him start leading downward. Grab all these points and just start rocking them back and forth. Like that. All right. Might tighten that up a little bit in terms... no, I think it might be okay. Rise this up. Like that. All right. I have to stretch it out a little bit because I'm kind of running out of polygons here. All right. So I'll tell you what, go like this, push it like that. There you go. All right. So I could have just left them truly vertical, but I want to have some rotation, so that way when I have the joints, you know, I'm going to make the joints actually rotated following the path. And I think that just makes it, oh, whoops. I think that just gets a slightly better performance. But in this case, I'm going to let these guys kind of ride up here. Ah. Really? Okay, you can be a jerk about that. Just do it this way. And that should be enough. Okay. So, now the other thing to deal with is the spikes sticking out. Simplest way is to just kind of come out like this. Make room like that, just to accommodate. Trying to keep it in the same general angle. There you go. Yeah, I'm not going to go crazy. I'm going to play with this. Before I did it with additional geometry, additional polygons, but I'm going to push my luck and see if I could just kind of get lazy in doing it this way. This might bite me. We'll see if it ends up getting some weird deformations in the UV once I start doing the scaling, but we'll see. It saves me a little bit of time and a few polygons. Alright, and I guess if I want to be a stickler, I could kind of bring this down like so. Yeah. At this point, I'm just kind of like thinking in terms of overdraw, you know, and how much it's having to do in terms of like alpha. A little more here. Keep that smooth. Yeah. I think that should be good enough. Alright. And then to actually generate the UV, I just do this simple trick. Because if I try and do this with Lightwave, it's going to just stretch it out the whole way. So, what I'm going to do is I make an additional box that I'll put on the second layer. I'll go box. Only need one in terms of thickness. Oops. Alright. Then what I do is I just cover all of the points, the range. And then I use that as sort of like the guide. And then I just kind of purge it out. So, I mean, there's probably different ways to do this in Lightwave, but this has always worked for me. It's just the quickest way for me, I think. I'm gonna double check these guys, make sure they're... Oops. The right spot. Yep, looks good. Check these. Oop, just moved them. Alright, check these bottom guys. Yep, he looks good. Good. Alright. So. Alright. And just to be a stickler, I'll make sure that normals are pointing the same direction. Don't really have to, but alright. So let's generate a new UV. We'll call it vines. And it is going on the Z. And we'll do planar. Boom. And that way, see? Because if I had done it without that, I'll show what I'm talking about. So if I had just done it this way. Oh. Vine Z. You can see, boom, it stretches it all the way out, which is not what I want, right? Because that's not going to line up with the texture. So just by doing this simple cheat, by throwing up that little box like that, that's a simple way of making sure that the coordinates are lined up perfectly. Vines Z, there. So if it, like, I take in the image, boom, you can see it just lines up perfectly. UV done. All right. So since I'm here, I might as well, let's see, should I go ahead and do the other ones, or should I drag them into mine and actually rig them up and animate them? I guess since I'm here, let me go ahead. All right. So I said he's 22. So this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So that's a third. So it'd be like 14, and then this would be like 8. All right. So let's do it. Go box. Oops. Did the wrong layer. All right. So for this one, we'll do 14. 4, like so. All right. Drag this down. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll leave it on the edges. This one, actually, let's see. I might... there's not much in terms of like the undulation in the terms of the path. It's almost just a straight shot. So what I might do here is just kind of rotate it like so, and then adjust it to accommodate for the spikes. Yep. I'm either being efficient or lazy. Depends on your point of view, and it depends on if it works. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother rotating. I think because there isn't any real curvature to the path. Like so. Like so. Yeah. I don't have to do this, but like I said, just the less geometry that it has to find the alpha for, you know, better performance. All right. Bring it down just a little. Give myself a little breathing room there. Like so. All right. He's already good there. Whoop. There. Okay. Drag these guys down. Because I'm using 2D characters, I don't think I'm going to have as much to worry about in terms of the UV kind of going wonky. So I'm probably just being overly cautious in the way I'm approaching this, but, you know, better to do it right this time than having to go back and redo it. Alright. Save. Alright. So this one will just drop down to like 8. Yeah. And same thing here. And let's see. Yeah, I just grabbed the points. Do it manually. Like so. Let's see. You know what? Oh, just want you there. Alright, so what I might do is just actually nuke one of these guys. Like so. Alright. And let's space this stuff out. Like that. And that. Alright. And slide these guys down. Good. Alright, and now we just got this last beast. So that's 22. 28. Maybe even... Well... 28 should be... Yeah, he's kind of long. I might do 30. And he does have a bit of a path to him, so... Probably do some rotation for this guy. Come in here like so. Come in here like so. Alright. Alright, so let's see what 30 looks like. It's a little heavy. 28. Yep. I think 28's our winner. Okay. I shrink him in just a little bit here. That's good. So I think I'm actually going to kind of work from middle out. Like so. Right, and then for here, just bring these up like that. Yeah. Stretch them out just a little. That's good. And then make sure we cover the space of the thorn there. Yeah. Cheat that over a little bit. Alright. So that covers that direction. Let's go back the other way. Let's see. It's going to come down. And then start going back up. About, let's see. Oh, that's pretty much a straight shot. Then we start curving again. So I'm just trying to get the angle. I'll actually adjust the points in terms of their vertical position here in a second. But I'm just trying to get the flow. And once again, like I said, this might be overkill. The UV might not bust when I try and do the the scaling on it, but why not? Okay, cool. So, good there, good there. All right. You guys are so chatty today. Either I like put you guys all to sleep, or you're just so enthralled that you can't speak, you can't type. Something tells me it's the former, not the latter. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. There we go. Space them up just a little bit. And once again, just trying to keep it relatively tight. Not too tight where I have to worry about an emit map kind of breaking it, you know, and introducing edges. But, you know, just tight enough that it can not make it work too hard to clean off the edge where the alpha is. Sorry for this part. There you go. Tuck them down. Ooh, this might be a bit of a challenge. I might actually even extend this. I might add one more polygon there just to accommodate that, since I'm so close to the edge there. Just take a bunch of these here, just doing one fell swoop. There you go. And then like that. And I don't have to be too precise with this. Actually, I'm going to twist. Make it go a little faster. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so what I'll do here is just polygon. There you go. Knife this. Like so. There. And see if I can just cheat these guys down. Like that. There you go. Oops. Meant S, hit D. Okay. So. There we go. Okay, so we're in good shape now. We got all the polygons set up for that. And then what we'll do is, if I can see. Video, apply that. There he goes. Uh-oh. How did I miss that? How's he? Did I scale him by accident or something? Sure looks like it. Did I grab him when I was doing the other ones? That's interesting. Not sure what I did. Alright, I'm going to use the magic magnet tool. Reset. And just grab these guys right in here. Just move them up like that. Yep, I think we're pretty good. Okay. Oop, wait. Just want to make sure we're not too close to the edge, so give ourselves a little bit of breathing room here. Ah! Nope, don't move everybody. Alright. Huh. Yeah, I definitely moved something, didn't I? Alright. Tell you what. Do the simple. Alright. Yep, that was clumsy. I must have grabbed those points at some point and tweaked them, but alright. So that's good. So let's do clear the UV. Vines. Good. And everybody's the wrong way except for him. Like that. Invert selection. Flip the normals. And now we're good. Okay. So now at this point, I can actually take the individual ones and save them out separately. Yep. So let me get rid of the backdrop. So we're done with him. Like so. Alright. And just to make life really easy on me, I'm just going to rotate this and kind of let him go that way. You know what? No, maybe not. No, I'm not going to rotate him because actually this is kind of the way he's going to appear, and there's that kind of down run. So, you know what? I'm not going to rotate. That's a stupid idea. So, I just put him in the center. I'm going to have a locator, just an empty game object in Unity that allow me to offset him. So I'm not too worried about if he's in the right position in terms of touching the ground. So I just leave him as is right there. So at this point, I'm not going to save him as an I'm not going to save him as a lightwave object, which is LWO. At this point, I'm going to export him. Export FBX. All right. And then actually that's the old one. So I'm going to, this is one. Fine. One segment. Do that. And then, so what I'm going to do, let me get back in that folder because I'm going to get rid of this guy. Because he's old and broken. Okay. So, that's one down. Center. Oops. Yep. Nope. Wrong button. Wrong lever. Okay. This is a 2 segment. Can't tell my Alt from my Windows key. 3. Alright, one more. This guy. Done. Alright, so now we can jump back in here. I'm going to leave this one, and I got a second iteration here with Maya, which I'll let that one actually be when I work with. Okay, let me adjust him, make sure he's fitting in frame. Okay, so yeah, and this is the it's ugly, but it's effective. I mean, it's the I mean, he's visible for like a frame, right? Basically, this is when he gets eaten by a little nasty alien fly trap. So it's ugly, but it's fine. Okay, let me hit that. Okay, so let's go new scene. Go back to front view. All right, so let's go import, and we'll start with the first segment. And we can also reference how many joints we made, so we can be consistent with that as well. So, not scenes, we need objects. Jungle. Lines, export. Switch back to, where is it? FBX. One segment. Alright. That's just ugly. Alright. Let's get him all textured up. Let's go to images. Jungle. Vines. And Vines PNG should do it. Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh shoot, are we facing the wrong way? Come on, buddy. Thank you. Huh. That's broken. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Transparency. Oh, wait. I might have been too quick on the export. Let's go, new scene. I set up the UV, but I may not have actually set up the texture. Did I? Nope. That's it. Because I have no texture. So, I'm just seeing the white here. I'm not thinking about the fact that that's actually not texture. So, just to make sure that we're doing it right, we'll drop this back to, there you go, the ugly Lightwave and its inability to show UV'd images correctly. Alright, so let's take all these guys. I guess we'll do one at a time. And we'll just call it vines, plural. Yeah, we'll call it vines. Because it's all going to use the same material. There's going to be lots of vines. So now let's go to surface. Vines. There he goes. Ta-da. And we'll boost that up to 100%. Yeah. So we'll copy that. Wait. Oh, wait. Why is that? Give me pure white. Thank you. Excuse me. Okay. So, copy that. Now let's switch. Paste. Paste. And unfortunately, Lightwave has a nasty habit of leaving the default material. I guess I'll leave it. You have to like save it and reload it for that to go away. But I'll just leave it be. Okay. So let's do this again. This is one segment. Yep. Dos. Tres. And cuatro. Done. Alright. So that should make it behave. So let's go back into our front view. Let's go file, import. And we say objects, jungle, vines, export. One. Hey, look at that. Alright. And then one thing we could do to make it a little prettier is to load up the transparency. Get rid of those, some of those edges, like so. There he goes. Look at that thing of beauty. All right. Show none. Show polygons, and we'll show joints. Okay. So this is one. So let me come back over in my other Maya. So I did. Yeah, I did 11 for that one, and this is a 3 segment. So yeah, 3 or 4 for just a 1 segment. We'll try it with 3 and just see how that looks and adjust accordingly. Alright, we'll do this with shading, wireframe shaded, so we have that as a reference. Why? Show grid. Bye-bye. Thank you. Alright, so we'll start 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll do 4 joints. Alright, let's put ourselves in rigging, skeleton, create joint, say 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I think we can live with that. Oh, shoot. Hitting escape at that point is not... I was in Lightwave land. Escape is the way you finish the tool in Maya and most programs that actually helps you undo. So let's do that again. That was so much fun. Let's do it a second time. There we go. Okay. So, skin, bind skin. Let's do some painting. Let me make sure actually all the joints made it in there. Sometimes it'll do it, sometimes we'll bind it, but it'll like drop a joint. So, paint weights. Let's find out, shall we? Double click. Let's see. I made, how many, what did I make? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go 1, 2. Oh, good. All of them made it in. Yay. Okay. So let's start doing some painting here. Put these at 100, since he's going to control that 100%. And I'll make this 100 for a moment. You know what? Crap, I forgot about that. I did do a divide down the middle to try and reinforce and make sure that the UV doesn't break. I'll try my luck. We'll see. This might start getting like the UV distortion, but hopefully it's just doing enough with the pulsing that it doesn't make the UV kind of break. That would suck. I have to go back and fix that. And then I'll just do this 100% as well. So now let's go to this guy. No, don't presume. That's terrible. Okay, so let's do this manually. So say 0.5, like so. Say 0.75, like that for this bad boy. And then bump this up to 100 just for a moment, and then come back to this one, and he's going to be 0.5. Then he gets this up to 100, like so. Ooh, yep. And then the other one's 0. And then last, and what the heck, least, gets that 100, and he's going to get that 100, of course. And then we'll just do this 0.5. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to do this. Since I'm here, I'll go ahead and kiss in 25% for that. Yeah. No, I want the lower one to have that. He's got that. Oh, wow, he's way over. No, let's see. I guess that's okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's do this. Let's lock up our geometry so we don't keep accidentally selecting it. So select geometry, create a layer, call it geo layer, and lock it. There. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Okay. I forgot about the rotation. I thought because I was going in a downward path, I would get the rotation to actually follow, but it didn't. So I'm gonna. Oh man, that's funky. Yeah, it's all way off. Okay, so now that I painted all the skin nicely, let me kill it so I can fix the joints the way I want. So unbind skin. That was a waste of time. That was me being sloppy and not checking what the joints were looking like. That was stupid. Like so. Just let it come downhill a little bit like that. Okay. Really? Whoa. Alright. Getting attacked. Jeez. Military jets, maybe? Flying overhead? I mean, I'm sure you guys heard that, right? I heard it. Alright. And let's fire up some joints. No, it's still... No, I'm still getting that. Okay. Let me do a freeze. Modify. Freeze transform. Crap. What the heck? I'm screwing that up, aren't I? I'm used to using like controller boxes. Let me double check. How did I do it? This one. Oh, that's how I did it, because I didn't connect them. Why the heck am I connecting them? They're all separate. That's why. So let's just unparent the crap out of these guys. And then problem solved. There. That's what I did before. Forgot about that. There's absolutely no reason. Additionally, also because I've found that when I do a scaling trick on a joint in Maya and bring it in Unity, Unity kind of treats it differently sometimes. So that's why I went that way. Alright, so now we're good. And I just grab all those guys. Oh, let me call this Fine. One segment. Okay, grab all these guys. And I don't care about the naming of the joints. Who cares? Bind skin. Yep. Yep. Okay. We just need to clean up the weighting. 2d4. Okay. So start with him. He gets 100%. Like so. Do 100 here. Then he gets 50. And we'll say, do it 100. Then 0.75. And then back up to 100 for this bad boy. And then 100 here. And this guy. Reclaim 75% of it. And then just go all the way down. Like so. Uh-oh. How did I mess that up? I missed a joint, apparently. Let me check that out again. So, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 I messed up. Let me just clear off 4. There, 4's got nothing. Alright, so this is 3. So he's going to get 75% of this one, leaving 25% for the joint below it, and then 100% for the rest of it. There you go. And then this guy, now, he's going to take 50% of this one, 75% of this one, and 100% of the last one. There. Ooh, not liking that fall off. Hate to say it, but I think I might have to divide it. Yeah, it's breaking the UV like I was afraid of. Crap. Yeah, that just looks terrible. Okay. Yeah, I hate to do it. I'm gonna have to back up a step and actually divide it. Yeah. Crud. Alright. Let me unbind the skin so I can update that. Okay. I'm gonna step out for a quick restroom break, but hang tight. I'll come back and clean up the mess I just made. I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. That was a graceful exit, wasn't it? Couldn't figure out which scene I was supposed to click on, just totally butchered that, but oh well. Alright, so while I was away, I was thinking about, let me double check what I did on here in terms of my weighting. Let's see. You know what, actually, look at that. I'm not doing the vibe that I thought I was doing there. So let me check my weighting here. Let's go rigging, skin, paint. All right. So just going across like so. Oops. 2. Interesting. Okay. guess what I'm doing is I'm using more than the 2 weights. I guess I got that. Oh, I do. I think I have 3, don't I? Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Excuse me. Let's see. So I should be able to do 3 weights. 3 joints, influence, and weights on any given vertices. So, alright, so let's try this again. Alright. So he gets like 100 of the base there. And then, how about just go like 100, 100. Like so. Alright. And then alright, so he's gonna get 0.5. Boom. Right there. You know what? Let's do it this way. We give 100. I think it's gonna be easier if I do it this way. Flood. 100. Flood. Then he gets 100 on the top as well. Okay. Cool. So, alright, so he's getting 50% of that, he's getting 50% of that, good. Alright, and then he's getting 100%, good. So then we'll do 25 and 25 for both the joints that neighbor it. So he gets 25, and he'll get 25, and he'll get 50 of this. And he gets 50. He gets none of that. Or he gets 25 of that, doesn't he? 0.25. Yeah. 0.25, and he gets 0 for the rest of it. There we go. Gets his 100. That blends nicely. Let's see, 0.25 of this bad boy. So, and then he gets 0.5 of this one. Good. Alright, that hopefully will get us where we want. Control S that. Alright. Let's go scenes. Spaceship. Really? I guess I put it on plant trap, didn't I? Yeah, vine setup. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just do my own here. Rather than putting it under the plant trap, I'm gonna do vines. Separate it. And one segment. 01. Alright. Put them away for a moment. Alright. And why is he rotated? Why are they all rotated like that? Well, that sucks. Why are they rotated? Oh. Wow. How did I get them off like that? Okay. Crap. Just not. Basically, I'm demonstrating the exact opposite way to do this. Wait. Whoa. Oh. Let me select it. Skin. Unbind skin. There. Grab all these bad boys, rotate them like so. All right. Third time is a charm, right? So Control S, skin, bind skin. Okay. Grab him again. Alright, and we're just going to flood everything as 0. 0. 0. 0. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? Alright, fine, we'll go the other way. 100% for 1. There. There, that works. Alright. So 2 is going to get 75% of himself and 0.5 of this bad boy. And let's see. Do 100. Or is that correct? Let's see. Is that any that one? So he gets 0.25. So if I do 100. Let's see. I'll start off with that. Go that way. Five. He gets that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what that gets us. Some of it, I think, also is the way that Maya sort of deforms it. Is not technically correct on the UV. So it may look better in Unity once I actually export it, or it may look like crap. But we'll find out. All right. Let's see. Tell you what, we'll diminish. Let's see. How much is this? It's 0.25. I'm going to say 0.1. He gets more. He's going to get 0.1. There. See if that helps. Oh shoot, I'm not gonna be able to do it because I put it in the wrong place, didn't I? Crap. I did that differently than I did over here. Yeah, I put him on that one. Chose poorly the whole way through this one. the setup on the first one was actually so much cleaner. Alright, so do. 2, 3. You know what? Let's do it that way. Back up yet again. Skin. Unbind. Tell you what, we're gonna nuke him. Tell you what, we're gonna go like this. Like so. Alright, I'm gonna do this totally wrong and just put him like here. No, I'll leave him there. Alright, I'm gonna try it with 3. See if that cleans it up a little bit. We'll see if that makes it better or worse. At this point, I have no clue. Alright. Bind skin. One, 2, 3. That's not terrible, actually. Two. Okay, yeah, I am limited to 2, right? Because you can see when I do that, it's going to lose one or the other. I guess I'll leave it on that. Alright, a little more control. I want him to control that, not the end piece. Wow, really? Crap. Alright, good enough. I'm just going to go with this. I'm tired of playing with this. I've done too much. I'm probably overthinking it. Okay. So, Control S. And let's see what I did before. It's acting like... No. No. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out, is it looks like... Let me check that. So, scale... Okay. So he's not... It looks... For whatever reason, it looks like he's just... Huh. Oh, because I'm choosing the wrong one. There he is. Okay. That's the guy I was looking for. Yeah. So there's a reference. Zero. 4. Really? Is that what I did? Yeah. Three, 6. Like so. One, 4, 1, 7, and that's at 7. goes to 0.87 at 12. And then at 18, he's back to 1. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that may play okay. All right, so then 4. So it's just 2. Yeah, it's offset of 2. Three. We'll see. And finally back. 6. All right. Back at 20. Let's see what looks without the wireframe on there. Yeah, getting that squish. Tell you what, let's take away some of his one's control there. Let's see if that helps. All right, I think just pushing him too far. Oops, joints are out of order. There you go. Okay. So let's try this. Alright, not as bad. And I think once he's moving, so if he was at 2, he'll start at 4. Should be able to borrow these. Copy, and then that's 4 over. Like that. Paste. Boom. Whoa! Oh, forgot. Kill the translate. It's okay. Alright, so let's mess with this way. Back. It settles. Yeah. I mean, he's going to be like this big, right? So, yeah, I think I spent way too much time for something that was a hamster factor. I think I spent way too much time analyzing something that's basically going to be so small that it was way overdone. All right. So, but I think we're good here. So let's go ahead and take him. Control S him. Go File, Export Selection. Document. Assets. In this we'll put object. Jungle. Vines. One segment. Alright, and we'll just leave them be for the time being. We'll just do the animation for the other ones first. So let's go File, New, Import. Alright, let's get the alpha going for this guy. Like so. Yeah, it's kind of cool. He has like the little wraparound part in the back. Alright. Alright. So for this one, we're going to split the difference. So if he had 11. Let's see. 8. We'll try 8. So start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're odd number. Shoot. Yeah, we'll just go with it. Alright. Great joint. Hang on one sec. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. Okay. So joint. Joint. Here. So this one I did was straight up, so we'll see if that has a better result right from the start. Six, 5. Excuse me. All right. So I'll leave that where it is, and let's see what we get. Take all these guys. Bind skin. Yeah. Unfortunately, it never guesses all that well. Let's see. Paint. Yeah, that's just kind of ugly. All right. Let's go back to manual mode. 7. Well, at least you got all the joints included. That's an improvement. Alright. So he's 100, 100, 100. Okay. Tell you what, we'll just go 100 across here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So it's here. Boom, boom. Wait, that one? That one. Oh, shoot. I did that wrong. Okay. So he's there, there. So he should be 5 here. Oh, no, wait. Actually, let me do 100. And he's going to get borrowed from the other side. So, wipe this out. Let's just start like this. 100. God, it gets so messy. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Come on, jerk. Thank you. Four. Let's just do it this way. 5, 6, and 7. And then these would be 100. He's going to control that whole end tip thing there. Okay. So let's try and clean this up now. So he's here. So he's boom, boom, boom. So for that, he should have the majority. And then here, he's going to have like 0.5. And he has 0.5. Okay. That's 100%. That's going to be 50. Sure that 50-50. Put that to 100. You'll get half of that. 50. Back up to 100 for this side. Then he takes half of it back. And then he basically gets the rest of it. See, he's there. Boom. Yeah. Let him stretch into this one a little bit. Okay. Let's see what that gets us. Ooh. All right. Yeah, that's totally ripping apart. I'm going to leave it be and just see if this is just sort of like a inaccuracy of, well, you know what? Actually, no, because he's not getting any there. Let me do this and let me see what it actually looks like in Unity, if it cleans up a little bit better or not. If not, I might have to pump it up to 3 in terms of the weighting. But you know what? Actually, Unity's like 2 or 4, isn't it? I don't think there's a 3 selection, so it's kind of either or. Let's see. All right, we'll just do it. All right. Let me just jot down this number so I can just stop having to go back and forth here. All right. Oops. Wait, how's that backwards? 1, 2. 1 has, that's a 4? Oh, that's delayed. Yeah, sorry. Just losing my mind there for a second. Okay. So, doing a quick notepad. All right. So say 4, 7, 12, 18. Got it. Seven. That's where we reach our peak. And then 12, we bounce all the way back. And then 18, come back to 1. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, do paste on him. Oops. First thing is kill the translate. And kill what I think is X. Y should be fine. Yeah. Okay. So stick that at 4, 6. Gotta clean up the translate. I'll do that afterwards. It's butchering it. All right. That looks terrible. All right, let's fix it. Oh, you know what? I can't do this in a group. I gotta do it one at a time. Oh, shoot. Crap, I didn't keyframe it beforehand, did I? So that's not gonna work. Alright. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There. Now I can do it. Copy. Yeah. Wait, why didn't I? Wait, where's my key on him? 4. Ah, you jerk. 6, 8, 10. Wait, is that correct? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep. 12. Which means I'm going to space him out a little bit more. Okay. Alright. Turn off wireframe. Alright, and then we're missing this guy. He needs to be doing his X thing here. Like so. He comes in. And back to 1. Alright, come on. Eh.
That was cheap. He was cheesing me. Turn it off.
There we go. Yeah, I think that'll work okay. Actually, let's see what it looks like. Let's see. It's a 2-segment. Alright, so I'm just curious if this one actually had similar deformation. I guess because I was hanging so tight to the curve. But this one, because it's just one giant blob, there's no curve to conform to, but... Alright, let's kick him out. Documents. Assets. Objects. Two-segment. Alright, I'm curious to see what it looks like actually in Unity. Alright. So let's turn them around. Like so. Create a material. Create a new material because we're actually grouping these together, and I haven't done that one before, so material. Vine. Material. We'll just call them vines. Oops. With a capital S. Vines. Done. Alright. And I don't think I've imported. Nope. Which is... one sec. Vines. Done. Yeah, alright. Okay. Let's see, so go back to my materials. Jungle, vines, which is jungle. Drop that in like so. Go back to materials, jungle, and drop that on him. And now let's switch it to sprite. Oops. There he goes. Alright. And let me check, did I do scaling differently for these guys? Vines. Nope. 1. Okay, so maybe I scaled them down here. Oh, I did 0.6. There it is. So we'll take this bad boy. 0.6. There he goes. Now he's kind of looking like these guys in terms of size. And yeah, so this one's only designed for like 2. Like that. Alright. So let's create an animator form. That would be good to go. to segment. Drop them in there. Close this. There you go. Okay. Animation. We'll call it. Doesn't really matter. It's going to play anyway, so fine. Just call it Vine. Loop it. Drop them in here, like so. Yeah, alright, so maybe he'll actually be pulsing here. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's doing the same thing. Right? You can see the UV kind of shredding itself a little bit, but I think because it's a vine, you know, and it's like this kind of organic kind of thing, and because of the size, I think I can actually get away with that. I mean, the key thing is just sort of like stressing danger, you know? Alright. So since we're here, let's go ahead and do 1. Put him right here. 180.6.6.6. Alright, and let's create a new animator for him. Call this segment, I'm going to call it controller. That's just a bit cleaner to me. Okay. So he goes up there. All right. Objects. You know, actually we could recycle the same material since they're all together. So go jungle. Vines, should be able to drop them on there. Look at that. Why does he look smaller? Oh, just because he doesn't have that top piece. So, yep, they're the same scale. Just optical illusion there. All right. Excuse me. Objects. Vines. Loop. Apply. Drop them in here. And did we already apply them? We did. All right, so both these guys should be pulsing now. Yep. Cool. Might dial that down in the center. I think that's a bit much. Maybe it's good in the beginning, but maybe not so much in the middle. I think that's kind of getting a little exaggerated. Yeah. That's fine. Once it's set up, it's easier just to modify the animation and just have it snap into place. So that's 2. Let's see, in 3. Yeah, let's dial down 3 to begin with. Maybe a little bit of 2 as well. Scale it down just a little. And this bad boy. I think X is kind of going nuts on him. Oops. Y as well. Let's dial down the Y. Alright, a little bit more than the X. Just a bit more. Yeah, I think we're good. Control S that. Export selection. So now, and this is the 2, correct? Yeah, 2 segment. Go like that. And because I'm pulling the animation directly out of the object, it should automatically update. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. I guess if I want to get technical, what I could do is, but see, that'd be it, overkill, is to, that background layer, is to separate it and have that sort of like pulse initially and then feed into the tube. I mean, if I was going for true realism, right, the background, this piece, right, this piece in the back, that would pulse and then this would pulse afterwards. But I don't think it's worth, I mean, you know, I don't think it's worth the effort of separating it into a whole different object just for this visual cue. I mean, the main point is just to indicate danger. So, I think I'll leave it as is. Alright, cool. Let's see. So that's 2 segments. So I'll leave him. Switch to this, the other one. All right. You know what? No, I take it back. I'm just gonna close that Maya altogether. Let's go back to this one. File, new, import. Oop. I'm not seeing anything there. Oh, because I don't have selected? That would do it. All right. Boom. Cool. All right. So in this case, we got a lot more. So start on him. Let's see. Start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think that'll be good enough. All right, let's save this. There. All right, so it's starting here, right? Yes. Oops. 2, 1, 2. So up to here. Double check myself. So far, so good. Alright, a couple more. And last one. There you go. Alright. Now I can rotate these. Just getting the joints to line up with the way I tilted the geo. There you go. Alright, let's paint some weights. Alright, 9, 10, good. We got everybody here. So, start with here. So he gets all of that. Just kind of paint kind of crazy there. All right. So 2, he's going to be, let's see, first one right here. So 0.75. Like that. 0.5. 0.2. Just a bit of influence there. Kill that for the moment. Alright, let me make sure I'm right about that. Let's see, is 3 right there? Yes, good. Just make sure I'm on track there. Yep. Cool. Like so. Just 0.5 for the in-betweens. Got 100% for him. And then he's 100% that, and then half of the one behind him. % the one next to him. Let's see, and yeah, half of this guy. Oops. Yeah, just like it, just splitting the difference. So let's shrink this brush down a little bit. All right. Oh shoot, did I mess up? Let's see. I think I'm off. I'm significantly off. Let's see. Oh no, 10, because 10 didn't get added. That's what it was. I'm missing a joint. 9. Yep. No, Maya hosed me on this one. Add influence. Now. Oh no, 10 was just at the top. I'm stupid. I forgot it does that sorting thing. Alright. My mistake. 50% that, and just 100% all this stuff. And then let 10 reclaim it. Like so, and then 0.5 for the in-between. There he goes. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. Do I have the other one up still? Nope. Okay. So. A little bit more. And then way down, down, and then back to normal at 18. Alright, I think the X can get pushed a bit more here. Do it this way. Yeah, cool. Alright, just add all the keys to these guys. Alright. Alright, paste this down and clean it up. Oops, missed one. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Good. Okay. Copy. All right, 2 more. Oof. There it goes. Okay. Ooh, get some funky rotation there. Interesting. Not sure why. Huh. Looks like he's actually getting rotated. He is getting rotated. That's bizarre. Not sure how that kind of got kissed in there, but... Really? Okay. Clean this up. Wait, I did rotate. Why did I lose all my... Oh, you jerk. I had just rotate selected. Why did I lose all my scale? Look at that. You jerk. Maya, you suck. Alright, let me just do a bunch of undos. Alright, fine. I'll just go through these individually and make sure they got rotate selected. Just rotate. Yeah, okay. So even though I only have rotate actually selected, but when I come to a new one, it actually shows all channels. Good to know. Didn't know it did it that way. Alright, these aren't rotating, but I'm going to go ahead and kill them anyways. Just because there's no reason for them to actually have keys on the rotate there. Okay. That should fix it. There we go. Shading. There you go. Alright, and let's see. Do I have X bouncing? No, I don't. That's why it didn't look like it was moving, because it's not moving. Just a little bit. 113. Yeah, it's for whatever reason that looks a little much for the tip, so just dial him down. Oh, it actually didn't return, did it? Okay. Cool. That should be good. Okay, I'm going to overwrite that old segment 3. Oh, that just broke the crap out of it. I forgot to rename that. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to replace them anyways, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's see. So let's create a controller for him. Venery. One of these days, I'll learn how to type. Alright. Objects. Vines. .80. Scale back down to 0.6. Drop in the right controller. Spit out his animation. Oh, I call it Vine Pulse. I'm just going to rename it to Vine, just be consistent. Alright. And let's get the material stuck on him. Like so. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, I think it works fine. You know, I think it's a combination of Unity handling the UV a little bit better than Maya does on the fly in the OpenGL kind of stuff, combined with the fact that it's so small that you're not registering any kind of funkiness there. But yep, I think that'll work. Cool. All right, you know what, guys, I'm going to call it an early day. I think I'm going to wind down. I got some stuff I got to take care of tonight. So the only thing I got left after this is that fourth segment, and you've already seen me plow through 3 of those. So I think I'll do that offline rather than bore you guys with more of that stuff. And I got to repair the stuff, make sure that right ones are put back in place over there, including that one, which I'll do on my own. Let me just make sure that that actually does fit. Should, whoops. Grab the right thing. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, like a glove. Look at that. Oh, did it already swap it out? Oh, wait, it looks like it already swapped it out, doesn't it? Oh, it did. Oh, sweet. So it actually updated that for me. I don't know why it didn't do the other ones, but good enough. If I stop, it's going to revert back. Yep. That's good enough. Cool. All right, Control S that. And I think I will leave it there. All right. So, yeah, thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. Quiet as you were, but, you know, looked like a couple of you hanging out. Yeah, I will be back next Friday. Give you a heads up, as I did before. I am heading to LA, I think, the beginning of next year for a animation freelance job that I got. I have to bang that out. But, so I'll probably be offline for January. But unless I can find somebody to pull it off. But I'll figure that out. Until then, you guys have yourselves a fantastic weekend. And I will see you back next Friday. All right? Take care, guys. Adios.